Yo, what's up YouTube? Mac here with another video, and today I'm going to be giving y'all a tour of Howard Plaza Towers West. I'm going to be showing y'all my room, the building, a couple of my friends' rooms too, so y'all get a good perspective. And then I'm going to talk about some housekeeping rules, items, things that I think you guys should have if you want to live in here. And I'm going to talk about my experience just a little bit as well. So I'm not going to hold y'all up. We're going to get straight into it. So let's do it.
Is that you?
Infinity turn me up.
Alright, I'm back, y'all. So hopefully that gave y'all a good perspective if y'all want to live here, or if you got assigned here, what you'll be getting yourself into, what your rooms will look like, if you want to pay that extra dime for a suite, or if you're cool with a single or a double, whatever. However it helped you, I hope it helped. Now, all that aside, I'm going to get into some icks that comes with living in West. But before I get into that, I do want to preface it by saying that I think West is probably the best on-campus housing out of all the options they have. It just comes with a few inconveniences, I would say. So the first thing is the fire alarms. If you've talked to anybody that's lived in towers before, you know, or honestly, if you've just been around, you can hear them all the time. The only good thing I would say is you don't really have to leave all the time. You're supposed to, but you don't have to. And they're not gonna check either. But I would say check the group meets, because sometimes there is actual fires, or something is smoking or burning on one of the floors, so you just want to be careful of that. Yeah, and always just checking with your friends. Are you leaving? Is an actual fire? Is it just a drill? Did someone just burn something? Like, talk, you know, see what's actually happening, what's going on. But next, besides the fire drills, I say visitation. Now we have visitation, but it can be annoying at times, because every time you have to bring someone into your room or dorm or whatever, you have to give your ID. So you have to give your ID and they have to give theirs. So I know it might not sound too bad, but it really does get annoying after a while. But again, the flip side of that, the side door. They don't want you to use it, but everybody uses it. Everybody uses it. The last thing I'm gonna say about my icks with towers or living in here, the rooms, like the floors, the kitchen floor, like common area out there, it is so hard to clean. If you don't have a broom, a Swiffer, or a vacuum, I suggest you have all three, if we're being honest. But if you don't have a broom, a Swiffer, or a vacuum, your floor is gonna look terrible. It's gonna look terrible. And it's gonna be dusty and grimy and dirty. It's just like, nah. So like those are must, low key, if you ask me. I said this too. When you're cooking, always have on the fan. Always have it on. Because if you don't, your alarm might go off. And it's not like the whole building is gonna go off if yours goes off, but if it keeps going. If the smoke hasn't stopped, then the whole building will hear it, and the alarm will go off in the whole building. So yeah, just keep aware of that. Another thing, you're gonna want to have a fan on hand, like especially when you first move in. It's gonna be very hot. Now we have a heating system, but it barely works, if I'm being honest. And then they turn it off, and then like put the other one on, like seasonal. So like when it hits a certain date, they'll put on the heat, or they'll put on the air conditioning. But first off, it takes them way too long for it to actually come on. Like, I don't know, they need to update their dates, because it'd be mad hot and we'd be still having the heat. And it'd be mad cold and we still got the air. Like, it's rough. It's rough. So make sure you have a fan, I would say. Because even when it's cold, you can kind of just throw on a hoodie or get under the covers if you're in your room. Bundle up, layer up. When it's hot, there's nothing you can do about it. You will literally burn up in your room if you don't have a fan on hand. So I talked about the fire alarms, visitation. I talked about the heating and cooling system. Lights. If you're someone who doesn't like being in the dark, you're gonna want to bring a couple lights, because we have a whole light switch, but no lights in here. So either have your window open all the time, or the blinds to your window open all the time, or get just like a little desk light. You're gonna need it, because it can get real dark in here, especially at night. So yeah, so lights, air, heating system, cleaning, fire alarms. I done went through it all, for real. But I know it doesn't sound like Well, it may sound like a lot, but it's really, I think it's still livable. I still think it's pretty smooth to live in here. Honestly, having my own space, having a suite mate. Like, if you don't get along with your suite mate, just stay in your suite or in your room. You know. Luckily, I got paired with a random, but I like him. I rock with him. Pause on that. I like him, but I rock with him. You not cool. So, yeah. Other than that, man, that's gonna end up this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all have any questions, y'all can DM me or comment them on this video and I'll answer them. But other than that, that's gonna end up this video. I'm not gonna tell you to like, comment, share, or subscribe. Because if y'all rock with me, y'all gonna do that anyway.